Hello there, Mr. Monroe speaking. This video is going to show you a few examples of how to subtract decimal numbers. If you're not sure how to subtract whole numbers, I suggest you go back and watch my video on this channel on subtracting whole numbers. Okay, so my first question here, pretty standard kind of stuff, 78.4 subtract 3.2. So I'm going to set this up on top of each other. Now the really important thing when dealing with decimals is that I'll line up the decimal point just like this. Once I've done that, replicate the decimal point underneath. Now 4 take away 2 is 2, 8 take away 3 is 5, nothing left to take away, so it's just 7. The answer 75.2, which is fairly straightforward. Always check our answer on a calculator. 78.4 take away 3.2, S to D, 75.2, which is what I've got. Next question. So I'll do the same thing again. This time I have a problem. There is no decimal on the 34, so I'm actually going to have to add it. And there's no number here. Never leave a number blank. The number after the 4 or past decimal point is going to be a 0, so put the 0 in there. Now, I've got 0 take away 7. Obviously, that's not going to work. I need to borrow. So cross out the 4, borrow a 1, keep the 3. 10 take away 7 is 3. Now I've got 3 take away 2, which is 1, and then the 3 is 3. Now, don't forget, decimal point, decimal point, decimal point. 31.3. And again, if you check that on a calculator, so, sorry, 34, take away 2.7, 31.3, which is what we got. So, next one. A little bit more complicated. There's more decimals on the go, but nothing we can't handle. As long as we line it up, it's perfectly fine. So, 7, 3.29. And a reminder, when you're subtracting, space things out a little bit. Makes life easier when you have to borrow. 2, 6, 5, 1. Again, they're lined up vertically. Do my line. 9 take away 2, well, that's just going to be 7. 2 take away 6, not going to work, need to borrow. So, bring a 1 over here, leave a 2. So, that is 12 take away 6, which is 6. Decimal point comes in. 2 take away 5, not going to work, need to borrow. So, bring a 1 over, leave that with 6. So 12 take away 5, that becomes 7. 6 take away 1 is 5. So 57.67, and again 73.29 minus 15.62 in a calculator does give me 57.67. So that's fine. And my last question to show you is a bit tricky actually. So 91 take away 0.23. Now, the problem with this is that I've got no decimal numbers here, and I've got 2 decimal numbers here to subtract. So, watch how this works. Now, normally I would borrow from the number before, but if that number's empty, I need to go 1 over, which is where it becomes a bit of a pain. So, can't borrow from here, gonna have to borrow from here. So that's essentially made this a 10, and I'm gonna have to borrow from that 10, which leaves that as a 9 and puts a 1 here. 10 take away 3 is 7. I now have 9, which I can take 2 from, which is 7 as well. 0 take away 0 is 0, don't forget decimal point, and the 9 stays. 90.77, so 91 take away 0.23 gives me 90.77, which is what we got. Now, ladies and gentlemen, is how you subtract with decimal numbers. Thank you very much.